We will not just jump into calculations without understanding where we are coming from. So I'll be sharing my screen right away. We have two other persons that are meant to join us, but they have not joined, Mr. Kola Wale and then one other person. So let's just proceed. Hopefully they will join us. Okay, all right. Please confirm that you can see my screen. Anyone, please just help me confirm that you can see my screen.
Yes, I've seen your screen.
All right, thank you, sir. Now I'm bringing in the customer bio data. So I go to data menu and I go to get data, and then from file, from Excel workbook, right, customer bio data. Okay, we have a lot of data to work with, but tonight it's on customer bio. So I select it and I click on import, and then from there it's going to call up an interface that will take me into PowerQuery. Now I've selected the customer bio file, then I click on transform data. The idea behind clicking on transform data is so that I can load the data into PowerQuery for data cleaning. All right. Now I've loaded the data now into PowerQuery. Now, what do I need to do on my PowerQuery? Remember yesterday, the first thing we looked at is we count the number of rows, and to count rows, we went to transform, and then we click on count rows. Good. And now it showed us the total number of rows that we have. And after that, if we want to go back to the data so that we can continue the work, we come to our applied steps. Since there is no undo, we come back to applied steps, and from there I will close the counted rows so that it can return me back to the original data. Now it has loaded. I've known the number of rows, which is 4,000, so no worries. So the next thing is I try to just count through the columns one after the other, and I saw that, oh, I have several columns that will not be in use. So what do I have to do from there? What I did yesterday, I went to choose columns. Good. From choose columns, it's going to show me all the columns inside this data, and all I need to do is to uncheck them and select only the ones I want to use, because every other column is not having any data. That's from 14 down to, you see, about 256. So if I have to clean all this, I'll be deleting them one after the other. So that's why we went to choose columns, so that I can choose the number of columns that I want, and that is what will remain in the data. Every other column will be deleted. So I click on OK. Good. You can see every other column has gone. And yesterday we also talked about the data types, and then we looked at, if I click on the edge here, It's going to show me all the types of data types that we have, and it's very simple to understand looking at their names and then the symbol or the icon. What matters is the content that is inside the column must be in sync or must be the same as the data type. If you are having numbers, which is whole numbers, and then you select a different data type, your data, when you analyze it, will definitely be wrong. It will be returning error, error, error. So now we looked at it. Okay, this is correct, this is correct, this is correct, this is correct. Let me check this. Now look at this DOB column, which is date of birth. Is meant to be, the data type here is supposed to be dates. Look at it. But what you have, you're having ABC, and then you are having 1, 2, 3, which is wrong. So I'll click on date. Can you see? So I've changed the data type of DOB to dates. Now I check again. Okay, all right. I think that's all. This default column, it doesn't make any sense, so we're not going to need it for the analysis. So we just select and then we just delete it. So I'm removing the columns that I've highlighted. So it has removed the default column. It's of no need in this data or this analysis. Now, two things I want to focus on tonight is one, how to replace value and how to calculate age. What do you mean by replacing value? Let's first check what we have here. Good. When you have this information on any of your column, that means first of all, make sure you click on load more. Good. Now your data is ready. It could mean several, it could mean the data is not seeing all. So, but when you click on load more, it's going to load all at once. Now let's look at the data we have. Here we are having F, female.
Sorry, please, I couldn't get the issue of load more.
Okay, the load more. Okay, let me see if I can still get it again. Good. Now, I said, if you don't click on load more, look at this is a caution and alert sign. This caution means the list may be incomplete. You know, you are having 4,000 rows, 4,000 records in this data. It could mean that it has not finished loading all. Some are still hanging. So to be able to view all at once, you click on load more. That's all. When you see load may be incomplete, just click on load more. You don't have to bother yourself. Then you now say okay. Good. Now let's now come back again. This is a peculiar problem by the person that did the data entry. Now it's different from the one we had yesterday. We are going a bit deeper. Now we have F, we have female, and then we have female. Now look at it too. If I just go there and I just say, let me pick this F, because what it means is it's supposed to be female, male, and then U. The U could mean undecided. Good. Online now, you will not see gender, only male and female. There are several sexes. So, but worry less, in this matter, we're only using undecided. So now, if we just want to change F to female, or the female to female, now see what happens. To change it, you just select it. There are different ways that you can do it. Select this particular one that you want to replace, and then go to replace values. This is replace values here. That's one option. Option 1. Option 2 is you can right click on it and click on, you can right click on it and then go to replace values. It also works. Good. But the problem there is, if I just say change F to female, look at it. and I say okay. Let's see what happens. Look at the F. The F, you are having female Imale. Look at this, female Imale, which wasn't there before. Let me explain what happened. I've taken a step backward. That's why I close that place. Now let me go back there and then replace values. Good. Now, yes, I want F to be replaced with female, but this time around I'll go to advanced options. Now, under the advanced options, I will check this place, match entire cell content. What this place means is check through that column, check through that variable. Anywhere you see only F, change it to female, because inside this female there is an F. So if you don't tell it to match, as in check, only match anywhere you see F inside the column alone, inside the cell alone. If you see female, ignore, but when you see F, change it to female. So the F now becoming female, I will now say okay after I've checked advanced options and match entire cell content. So I click on OK. Look at it. I'm not having that female. Let me check from the filter. Look at it. The F is gone. What remains now is the female. So let me go and look for female. Not female, female. Now this is a longer process, though better, but I can just come here, uncheck all and check only the female and click on OK. This person coming in now. Oh God. Okay. Good evening, sir. Welcome on board. Okay. All right. Now, if you look at it, I'm only having one that is female. So I go back. I check all, load more, and then click.
So I can't see your screen again, or I can't see the PowerQuery again.
Are you sure it's not from your network? What are you seeing now? Are you seeing the PowerQuery or not, so that I know what to do, sir? Hello? Are you seeing the PowerQuery or not? Let me reshare again. Maybe he's having a network.
No, I'm not seeing the complete PowerQuery, but I can see the aspects that is showing applied steps.
All right.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll stop presenting. Let me present it again so that there will be no issues. Is it better now, sir?
Yes, it's better. I can see.
All right, now I'm looking for the female. It's quite a journey. I don't want to change it. Okay, let me see. How many are these females that are there? Female, only one. Okay. 1 4. Look at what I want to do. I want to sort it from Z to A because I know the name is 1 4. That's W1 4. Good. Look at it. This is the female. What I did was I looked at the name, the corresponding name, and just sort it in descending order. Then I look for this. So now I'm changing this female to female. So I come here, I right click, replace values. It will give me this. Change female to female. go to your advanced option and check match entire cell content and then click on OK. Good. Which one again remains? We are having female, male, undecided. Okay, good. Load more. Aha. You can see now when I click on load more, the M came. So before it wasn't loading the M. So let me click on OK. And then let me see how many M's are there. You see now, the M is not showing again. So that's why you have to load more to be able to see it. Now when I loaded more, the M came. So you can see, wow. Okay. Okay. The M is just one and is on Macedon. Okay. Let me check all again. Load more. What the heck? Okay. All right. Macedon. Z. Y. You can see why we said 60% of the time you are going to spend for your analysis is spent more on cleaning. Macedon. LMNOPQ. Okay, that means I'm close. Okay. Sometimes you go through this stress, you get Y, so that you just avoid mistake. Okay, I'm in MA, Macedon. Okay, I'm on MU. I have MA, MO. Okay, ME. I'm getting closer. I'm on MC. Okay. MC. I think the next one should be MA. Oh, okay. I'm now MAS. Macedon. This is T. Okay. Look at it. The Macedon. Look at it. See the M here. Correct. So I want to replace the M with male. Remember, you go to your advanced options and then match entire cell content and then you say okay. Good. Now, one more thing. This is where the work lies. Okay, as far as gender is concerned, to a large extent, we are done cleaning that column. So we now have female, male, and undecided. Okay, good. Now, I want to go to a column we have not done before, which is this date of birth. Now, most people, when they come to a company, their date of birth, they will just write date of birth. That's all. They will not write their age. Now, we want to calculate these people's age. Look at their date of birth. It varies a lot. Now, the formula for calculating it for us at this level, this is the process. We'll first create a column. That column will be today's date. We'll create another column again. That new column we want to create will be their date of birth minus today's date. Yes. It will now give you the total number of days. Then you convert to years and then you now convert it again. That's the summary. But watch how we are going to do it. Now, what we are going to do first is we'll add a new column to this existing column. So now, I go to add column menu, and then we go to custom column. I went to add column and it brought me to custom column. So now inside the custom column, I'm putting today's date. The formula for getting today's date is date time dot local now. Oh, sorry, I put slash dot good. Look at the way I typed it. It must be exactly like this, else it will not work. Date, capital D, time, capital T, dot, that's full stop, local, capital L, now, capital N, then you now put open and close brackets. It's called function. Date time dot local now. Now look at the name of the column. It's called today's date. So we say, okay, just follow. Look at it. It has created another column named today's date. Look at the date, 8/2/2024. And it put what? The time. So we go and change the data type to only date. It will remove the time that is there. Correct. Now, to make it real, I can drag it closer to their years. Aha. I just click the column from the heading, dragged it close to date of birth. Now, let's see what happens. We have gotten today's date. We have gotten to Hello? Okay. We have gotten today's date.
Okay.
Any challenge? Don't worry, you have the recording. I'll go over it, but relax. Just relax. Don't be in a rush. You want to ask me about how I dragged. Leave the dragging. The dragging is, don't let that one distract you. I just want it to be side by side. I'll still go again. I want another column. What would the column do? I now want to get days. Correct. Now, what do I want to use? Today's date. See, I go to this column that are there already. I double click on today's date. It put today's date inside a function again. Minus DOB, which is date of birth. I double clicked. And I say, okay. Look at it. It has created days. All I'm doing is change the data type again and make it to be date. Oh, sorry. That was an error. Please, who knows what it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be whole number. Good. Not date. It's supposed to be whole number. Now, this is the total number of days this person's age is. How will I convert days to years? So now, all I need to do is to divide this by 365. So I'll go again, custom column. You can actually do all at once, but let's understand the basics. So we want to get days. I want to get years now. So I just give it a heading, pairing years. Then I come here, and then I go to days that is already existing, double click, and I say divided by 365, because 365 days make 1 year. Very simple. And I say, okay. Look at it. It has created years. I go to data type again, and then change it to whole number. Is in decimal. Look at it, 63 point blah blah blah. No, I just change it to whole number. Correct. Now, I just calculated the number of years this person's age is. I'll put them side by side so that you see it. Correct. Aha. Wait, before you fire me question. This man was born 1960. his age now is 64. Check it out, it's correct. This person was born in 1980. His current age is 44 years. This person was born in 1964. His current age is 59 years. Like that, like that. You can see how powerful PowerQuery is. This is 4,000 rows that it has done. Just understand the process. I said it at the beginning. Understand the process, because whether years of work, if somebody now we are looking at date of birth. Very soon now we'll go to years of work. How many number of years this person has worked? Now let me now tell you why they are calculating years, so that I don't say, okay, how old? The person is 64. The company can give you an objective and say anybody from 60 and above, they are due for, let me use a milder word, due for promotion. Anyone below 60, they are not due for promotion. I didn't say that is the ideal thing. We are only picking a hypothetical case. So now, watch what I want to do. This time around, I'm not using custom column. I'm going to conditional column. Custom column, I'm just creating a column. This time around, it's a conditional column. When you talk about conditional statements in our regular Excel, if this one happens, then this should happen. Now, we want to give it a name first. Promotional status. Good. Now, we are now targeting what? If, which column? See it as English. If years, good. If this person year is greater than or equal to 60, that means from 60 and above. Look at it, is greater than or equal to 60. What should be the output? Due for promotion. Now, for now, we are only doing 2 for tonight, so that will not cause confusion. I will now come to else. Else means any other value that is not 60 and above should be what? Not due for promotion. That means anybody's age that is lesser than 60 is not due for promotion. So I click on OK. Now, tactically, we are getting close to analysis. All right. I'm just dragging it so that we can see it side by side. Good. Now, let's look at the age. Look at this person, 64. Yeah, he's due for promotion. 44, not due. 59, not due. 50, not due. 30, not due. 56, not due. So that is, we have done, let me say 2 major things. We have been able to work with custom column. Custom column is not conditional. Custom column is just looking at a particular, we want to calculate this, let it be in a new column that we are creating. That is the idea behind a custom column. You create a new column in this table based on a custom formula. That's all. But when you come to conditional column, you are creating a new column that conditionally adds the value in the currently selected column. How do I mean? If a condition is met, return this. If the condition is not met, return this. That's all. That is all. The English is Hikena. Sorry, I mean Ausarada. Now, let me pause on the recording, because I know people will have need of these first 30 minutes.